Hi Aries, here's a general look at your solar chart for November 2009, and now that Mars, your ruling planet, has moved, it's going to give your energies a boost. And so whatever you're doing in life, you will benefit by this kind of whoosh coming into your root chakra. That's the red energy of Mars, which is your ruling planet. So it's going to give you an extra reserve there, so that's good news. And Mars is going to be working from that sector of your chart until next June. So you will have a chance, a really good shot at allowing Mars to activate your more creative side, because that is the area of your chart it's going to be working from over these coming months. It's going to bring out your inborn tendency to perhaps be a bit impatient. Actually, you'll probably start feeling a bit restless. You'll want to get on, and I have to sort of ward you off a little bit because at least attach a parachute before you go hurling yourself off the cliff. Mars is really going to help you make an impact on the outer world, but if you're working on something which is more subtle, it's more connecting to your inner world, maybe then that's not the place to sort of take a risk. However, Mars is going to give you that stamina that you need for many months to come. And so the area that it's working through is going to bring out your more playful, innovative side, and perhaps even some romance could be coming into your life, because that's also the area that Mars, and wherever Mars goes, it heats things up. So it could be working like that for you. Over the next months, and this month is no exception, of course, you could be doing something which is more like a leisure pursuit or a hobby, or it could be, if it's in business, or if it's for more serious grown-up reasons, you could be creating or designing, doing something like that. But also, it's a very empowering, personally empowering position that Mars it is now in, and of course Mars is an important planet for all the signs, but particularly for you. Now, another way the energy could work is that it manifests through more interaction with young people, or in fact animals, pets, or people, or members of the members of creation who have that childlike quality. So where Mars works from, it's going to bring out that childlike quality. It's going to, bring your inner child out to play more over these months. And you could be feeling somewhat impulsive, particularly after the 22nd. As I said before, watch it, because you'll be more prone to be reckless, to be hasty. So the advice is not to gamble with something you can't afford to lose, Aries. Now, for the first 3 weeks, you'll probably be preoccupied with something close to your heart, something which is really important to you. There could be a burning issue, even something that's bugging you, which kind of drives you forwards, but it's pulling you from almost beneath, kind of from an unconscious sort of level and an emotional level. Could be related to finances and property, but you're inclined to keep your feelings to yourself, whatever it is. Maybe you'll be more introspective. Maybe you'll be working hard behind the scenes on something during this transitional phase, which shifts you from one stage to the next, because that's what it is, Aries. During the first 3 weeks of November, you'll be feeling more sensitive, maybe overreacting, maybe feeling, just feelings near the surface anyway, and others can so easily push your buttons as well. You'll probably be thinking deeply about things, and perhaps seeking some expert advice from time to time, or maybe just once. Or if it's going to be working in this other kind of way, maybe you're in a negotiating situation over something. It could be either, or it could be something else completely. So conversations and correspondence are likely to be pretty weighty before mid-month. Now the focus, as I said, could also be on finances, related to property, or, you know, that's not necessarily, you know, big lumps of land. That can be just small resources, bits of equipment, bits of kit, things that you just share, or you're reliant on somebody else for in some way. It could be money, but it could be, as I say, it could be things, stuff. You're not on your own here, and you're very good. You're the sign of the zodiac that works very well on its own. But here you've really got to collaborate, you've got to cooperate, so there could be a second or a third party concerned. You can't just make up your mind and go for it. Something which relies on, you know, your opinion, your input, or you're relying on their opinion, their input, their goodwill. They're relying on you. You know what I mean? You've all got to be in a good mood. So during the first 3 weeks, others' goodwill or resources will be key to your success. Another way it could work is that you could be speculating. You could just sort of be weighing it up, and maybe kind of eyeing up somebody or something, and just weighing it up there. The financial picture, you'll be pleased to hear, is due to brighten after the 8th, and that's not just finances, that's things. So there could be more things coming into your life which you enjoy, and so from mid-month you'll probably begin to feel lighter and more outgoing, and your attention will start to go, you know, onto the bigger picture, because this sort of heavier, slower, more internalized energy will just start to lift from there, and then we'll be up and away from the 22nd onwards. So not so much in your internal world, Aries, but you know, we've all got to do it sometime. You'll be more eager, or even more eagle, who knows, and enthusiastic to learn new things. There will just be this kind of focus going more outwards, which is kind of your natural place, Aries. Possibly legal issues or something bureaucratic could be emphasized for some of you. Also, others will be interested in your take on things, because from the 8th, love relationships will become more important, and perhaps more intense for some of you, and may require a more serious attitude. You know, you've got to take the thing seriously. It's not just a flirtation. That may be the way you feel about it anyway. Or it could be that your collaboration with another requires a compromise and mutual agreement about how you're going to pull together in the future, or, you know, which way round you're going to work the thing. So you're looking at joint commitments, but you're looking at it in a more sort of serious kind of a way, perhaps. Just organizing the schedule maybe for the future between you and somebody else. Also from the 8th will be a good time for you to apply for, or to be in receipt of, some kind of financial help if you need to. That would be a good time to do that. Or perhaps you get the chance to make use of somebody else's resource. Maybe if you ask to borrow something, you're going to be able to use it, or you're going to find that you'll be able to get your hands on something that you want. That's after the 8th. Now, during the subsequent 3 weeks, it's more likely you get a bargain or negotiations go your way, and you make the most of assets and also moral support at that time, or you're more likely to. Above all, this will be a period of deeper connection with the spiritual or emotional side of your nature, Aries. So let your gut instinct and your guardian angel be your guide. Well, that's it for November. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.